But and with this one, I gotta set this up, and I can't even find where I did my other phone. My other phone somewhere. I don't know, but I'll call it later. But
just from what you told.
Anyways, she's gonna be Facebook Live and
down to earth, humble woman.
Not Facebook Live, but TikTok. So that's what's gonna be today, and let me see if I can find it. As I've done with the craziest combinations, cereal and no alcohol abuse. So yeah, kind of crazy, right? Okay, so let's go to live. Let's see.
You don't know something to do, something special is right with
Let's see, 17 to 5. Okay, it's gonna be kind of good because I'm gonna put this right there, and there we go. So there's a guys that's watching on my personal TikTok page. I would have did one more like live stream, but at the moment I cannot find my phone. But I will find it eventually. But I have no idea what I did with it. This.
She's in pain all the time. The doctors won't take her pain seriously.
Yeah. Nah.
She's like 9
Good. So let me
so and she said, there's nobody left around from my generation. And she said everybody's going on to the next.
Let's see, we're gonna do this. So
she's ready.
We're about to get started.
And let's be honest, your elders now.
I'm eating cereal and having non-alcoholic beer. Welcome to WFSO Aftermath, and of course we're live on YouTube, pre-recorded on YouTube, and also live on my personal TikTok channel, well page, whatever you want to call it. I'll just say on my TikTok, just be better that way. So I didn't see TNA Emergence this past Friday because I owe TNA plus some money, which I will sort that out tomorrow. But today we're gonna talk about the results of TNA Wrestling Emergence. So if y'all didn't see it, then y'all be able to hear like the first. Like this would be a first for me too, knowing the results that I didn't see, TNA. So my streak of watching it was over. So talk about that. Also talk about Milwaukee development. One thing I wanted to talk about last week I didn't get a chance to talk about, so we're gonna do that. TV news. Trying to see where the fantastic for stands, and Superman came out on digital this past Friday, so talk about a little bit about that. So without further ado, let's get to TNA Emergence results. So like I said, I don't even know the results or anything like that, so this would be kind of like new to me. So, and I know this match was added at the last minute, Indy Hartwell and Rosemary, just due to the effects of what happened this past Thursday, which I did not see Impact on Thursday either. Cause what was up? Yeah, I was working and I just got too tired. But anyways, Indy Hartwell did beat Rosemary, so they're really pushing her. So that's about that. Moose apologized to Sammy Callahan for his harsh sports views. So surprisingly, Callahan thanks him for being honest and giving him motivation to lead. Thank Callahan. Okay. To retire from in-ring competition if he does not to be. Oh, okay. So the system is like turning face, and I think y'all probably like kind of know that by now. And had a little bit of sweet tooth. I had to eat some cereal or something. Not just always drinking, not alcoholic beer. Anyways, I think. Oh, okay. This is a countdown to emergency too. You got the hometown man going against Ryan Nemeth. Um, of course, y'all know Nick Nemeth is suspended, so Ryan Nemeth had to go out on his own, and hometown man defeated Ryan Nemeth. Okay, that's fair enough. Well, okay, I know we know who's underneath the mask, but I ain't got to tell everybody who it is. Y'all probably already know. But yeah. So been on the winning streak, hometown man. So that's something. Okay. Okay. So now we kick off with the show. Actually, the TNA X Division Championship match kicked off the show. Leon Slater defended against Cedric Alexander. I don't know. I know Leon Slater just won it at Slammiversary, and I don't know how it's gonna be right for Cedric Alexander just to win it. So I don't know how they're gonna do this. This is just gonna be weird. So let's see. Okay, Leon Slater did retain. Understandable. So it's just like I'm sorry. It just seems like that Cedric Alexander can never get a break. So maybe it was bad timing for him coming into TNA. Maybe. Okay. So okay, just a little bit of videos and stuff like that. Okay. So backstage interview, and I know this match was like announced last week that Mustafa Ali was order 4 going against Matt Cardona. So don't know what it is. And Matt Cardona. Oh wow. Okay. Matt Cardona did beat Mustafa Ali. So wow. So he was about the first person in a long time. Well, in the, like past months that beat Mustafa Ali. I guess that's saying something, but then again, I could be wrong. Don't let me know in the comments below, because I could be wrong on that one. But oh wait a minute. After the match, Order 4 jumps Cardona as Agent Zero destroys him with the double-handed choke slam. System comes to his aid, and they were in action next. This is good. Then you had Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards of the System with Alicia Edwards going against First Class. But the returning Rick Swan. So I think his return was like a little bit too long. They could have done it sooner while he was out there, doing like other shows and stuff like that. But that's just me. But anyway, so let's see how this went. Oh wow. Okay, I'm pretty shocked. First Class actually beat the System. Interesting. Really interesting. Um, okay, so that feels probably ain't gonna be over. Okay, injury report. Of course they did. Trey Miguel is out, and we know Casey Mazzario is out. Although Moose has like a hip injury, but he's cleared to wrestle for the main event tonight. So, yeah. Okay, now we got Mike Santana and Sami Callihan. If Sami Callihan loses, he will retire. So let's see who won that one. Because they probably was like, good matches in general, so nothing to like to worry about on that. So Mike Santana did. Oh, it was a Baltimore street fight. Okay. So Mike Santana did win, and Sami Callihan is retiring from in-ring competition. So it's going to do like different stuff. So that's cool. But he's been working, behind the scenes with, with TNA anyway. So hey, why not? So he leaves his boots in the middle of the ring, significantly his retired from enemy competition. Hmm. Bar burger giveaway. Cloud Red, Sherwood, Tuesday from 2 to 4. Okay, I know where that at. Interesting. Well, okay, everybody praising about the Brewers had like a 12-game winning streak. So if that was the case, they had that. George Wells will honor people free burgers. So some people got their vouchers over the weekend, while some of us will have to brave on Wednesday and go there and try to get one because for the people that couldn't make it, they told them this weekend they can get vouchers to use it at a later date. Um, but yeah, Brewers did lose in the 11th inning with a walk-off single. I don't know who was pitching. I didn't watch the game, but yeah, Brewers did lose. So their winning streak is they tied for the franchise high with their 14-game winning streak, and they lost today. Okay, so get that out the way, and I appreciate those likes. So thank you. So we're like halfway there to 1,000 likes. I appreciate that. And I ain't forget about you guys, YouTube. Thanks for the likes as well. Um, Also, y'all new here, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So please, help us with it. When we get to 1,000, we are start going to do like some giveaways, and also we're going to be doing like not just giveaways, maybe a prize package or something like that. So we'll let y'all know about that information soon enough. But anyways, wait, okay, Eric Young confronts Sammy Callahan, but Joe Henry comes to his aid. Okay. Um, okay. Of course, the name is just got a rematch for the tag title, so whenever that case might be, it may be the Victory Road is September, so maybe it'll probably happen there. So yeah, this is a huge one. Yeah, the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championships. You got Fatal Influence, you got Eldridge Brand that's defending the titles. Inspiration, Leyland Lee, and Zaya Brookside. So let's see who won that. So I got a funny feeling that okay, before the match begins, Carlos Silva, Tommy Dreamer, and Jazz announced that Leyland Lee has resigned with TNA. So with TNA's contract, some of them they kind of just have like kind of like a few months contract or something like that. There's some I just do something, so sorry about that. I'm sorry, I just got a sweet tooth like a mug. But anyways, enough of that. With TNA's some of the TNA's contracts, some of them, they go for like months and months, and there's some people they sign like almost a year. So I'm not saying TNA is like kind of strapped for cash, but it's just like I guess some of them, they kind of a little bit, of a lowballing in a way, but they offer you something, somebody will take it and go from there. So I don't know what type of deal that this would be, but she did resign with TNA. So yeah, good for her. Master Slammers was in the corner. Casey James was of course in the corner of Fatal Influence. Margaret Sadie, of course in the corner of Inspiration. And of course with Maggie by Elegance. I think they call her M by Elegance, which, just kind of weird. But, oh, wait. Okay. She defending it? Okay, so Maggie M and Heather by Elegance. I guess they're actually going to be the one defending the title instead of Ash by Elegance. She might have a, I don't know. I think she might have a knockouts title match at Heat Wave, I believe. So that's probably why they didn't have knockouts title match. So I understand that. Of course, Elegance brand, they did retain, of course, the knockouts tag titles. Well, shocker. Not really. Um, but it's good that you got all these women like tag teams and stuff like that. And good thing with the work with for TNA and NXT, working together, they can have create multiple women's tag teams and stuff like that. Robots, anything. Welcome to the live. I appreciate it. Okay. So, yep, we already know they won. So, what's next? Okay, Indy Hartwell lays claim to the Knockouts World Championship. Okay, fair enough. Wait. Oh, Daniel Luna. Okay. Okay. Okay, that little bit was interesting. And no countouts and no disqualifications with the TNA International Championship. Steve Macklin defended against Jake something. I didn't care who won. It probably would have been like a good match. But I guess I'm leaning towards Jake something because he's been in TNA on and off for like years and still hasn't won like a singles title or a tag title or anything like that. So kind of sucks on that end. But anyways, let's see who won. Okay, Steve Macklin did retain, so kind of makes sense. And okay, after the match, Frankie Kazarian interrupts Steve Macklin. Macklin will fight him right now, but Kazarian retreats. So that's gonna be something gonna be starting, and also kind of sucks at the same time that Kazarian, part of me think he should have been world champion by now, but sorry, but seems like TNA had other plans. Anyways, TNA World Tag Team Championship match. You got the Rascals going against the Hardys. Let's see. The Hardys did retain, and it seemed like it was a good match. Okay, fair enough. Okay, both teams shake hands and show respect. AJ Prince and the Switch One hold an improv first-class penthouse where they insult the city of Baltimore. Baltimore Ravens mascot is backed up by the system to teach them a lesson in respect. So that feud ain't over. And of course the main event, the NXT's Trick Williams defending the TNA title against Moose. Could this be the opportunity for TNA to get their world title back? Let's see. Looks like some good match from heavy hitters, just from what it looks like, but somehow, some way, let me see. Williams inadvertently take out the referee. Moose had the match won following another spear, but there is no referee to make the count, so Moose at the time could have won. Then Williams catches Moose with a trick shot, but it's not enough to keep him down. Then Trick did it 2 more times and ended up retaining the title. Okay. So more, a passionate battle. So that's cool. So let's see. After the match, TNA President Carlos Silva hands the TNA World title back to Trick Williams, and Emergence goes off the air. So, and plus y'all probably seen like the rumors that possibly TNA may move to like a new TV deal with either A&E or CW. They're really pushing it for they're really pushing for like CW to get them a spot on there, and also WWE is involved with that too, like talking with AE and of course CW It seems I'm not saying that A&E is not interested, but it seems like CW is more interested than A&E is. So if it happens, what they would say something like TNA will move from Thursdays to Wednesdays if they get a deal done really soon, but don't know when they're going to exact start it and stuff like that. But I think it's going to be somewhere around October. That's just my guess. So you'll have, Tuesday NXT, then you have Wednesdays on CW TNA mergers. Hey, both 2 hour shows, and there you go. Got some wrestling content on local TV. If people can't afford cable or they can't afford, satellite, they can just look at regular TV. So, yeah, the best of both worlds if they do. And I think TNA will reach a bigger audience and probably will get the same enough views as TNA does, because TNA, well, not TNA, but NXT. NXT is like nearly, a million viewers a week, nearly. So they can probably TNA can probably get that same number. So like if it does work out, they start doing it like TNA on Wednesday. So I think it'd be more of a perfect idea, especially working for let's just say they start doing like TNA live, like every Wednesday. There you go. Get more eyes on it, and you don't see that many of the spoilers and things like that. So either way, it would be a good move. But yeah, that's what I think. But let's say not much to talk about with wrestling. The only thing to talk about is like it seems like WWE is trying to do a counter offer to well counter event with All Out, which is going to be in Toronto September 20th. So WWE is going to do a counter show, which we don't know is going to be either in a PLE or it's going to be like just a special event. Because some rumors had it will be a PLE event, and of course, the rumor is true about this one that it's going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana. Of course, why not? Because you do owe them, some special events, including you owe them a future WrestleMania and a future SummerSlam. So, there you go. But other rumors is talking about, it's going to be, just a special event for. They're probably going to show exclusively on ESPN. With the deal that that WWE and ESPN made for like showing their PLEs on ESPN. It won't be ESPN Plus anymore. I think it just be like ESPN, but just like the updated app of it. So that seems like that's what's going to happen. So, we could be wrong. Well, we already know the ESPN WWE deal is real, but like with this PLE for September 20th, and I know I got an update on that one on my yearly PLEs. So yeah. And also we thought they probably would do like a special PLE in December for John Cena's last match. They thinking right now, this is not official yet, but this is just what I've been hearing, that WWE will host their final Saturday night's main event, the deal they have with like NBC or Universal. So I don't know if they're gonna redo that deal or whatever the case may be. I don't know, but having a special event like on NBC on local TV is a good thing. But not sure if WWE is going to do another agreement with NBC or anything like that. They could, because SmackDown is on USA and that's part of NBC Universal. So who knows? Things may work out. You never know. So it's like right now, it's just wait and see. So, anyways, enough about wrestling, and this was one of the things I want to talk about that's going on in the city. So a new bar. This is from Urban Milwaukee. I am like an exclusive member, but only exclusive members can read certain stories. So here we go. So we had this thing that called, since they opened it in the 2019 like playoffs, called the Mecca Sports Bar that's in the Deer District. So sorry. I just gotta speak to it. I don't know what it is. Maybe after the beer, I'll probably will end up, oh yeah, I forgot they got 4 games against the Cubs. Okay, so their doubleheader will be tomorrow, Tuesday evening game and Wednesday evening game. So, well, it makes sense. Yeah, because the doubleheader they had to make that. Wait a minute, Thursday? Oh, a 5 game series. Dang, I thought they was there for 3 days, including that doubleheader that they had, that one game they had to make up that they missed because of the rain. But I wouldn't be surprised if if it end up raining again, like in the area, and they had to cancel it again. Lloyd injured again. Wow, you just can't catch a break. And they talk about Packers, but anyway, so it was called the Mega Sports Bar and Grill. It's something like you can say it's like Buffalo Wild Wings in a way, but their main thing is like the burger, and of course the name the Mecca is based off of the current UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. So it's based off of that because it used to be called the Mecca, and the Bucks did used to play there until the Bradley Center was made, and I think it was what like 87, 88 or something like that. I'm not sure. I can't believe I forgot. But anyway, so of course it was owned by the Milwaukee Bucks himself. So they just so Tom Watchbard, that's what it's gonna be called now. They want to take over the multi-level tavern space directly across the plaza from, of course, the Pilot Forum. So I guess they did a license application this past Wednesday, and I guess they build it. They want to build it as an ultimate sports bar experience. So, you see, offers a wide range domestic, import, and craft beers. They better have some local ones too, along with cocktails, wine, seltzers, and oh, I like this one. Non-alcoholic beverages. So maybe non-alcoholic beer, or they have like a non-alcoholic vodka or some. I don't even think there's such thing as a non-alcoholic vodka. If I'm wrong, let me know. I don't know, but yeah. So it still will be a full service restaurant. So it's like highlights classic club flair like burgers. Okay, so they're gonna add chicken wings on that. Ooh, deep dish nachos. That's something different. Offerings such as a ahi and hai tuna tower, ugh, and lobster mac and cheese. Never tried that, but it does seem interesting. But I could eat like a tuna fish, that you fry it or something like that, but not like the canned tuna. So how that looks. Yeah, can't even eat that. I don't know. It just really just grossed me out. So this chain does have 16 locations nationwide. So each reportedly featuring upwards of 100 TVs for the maximum game day viewing. Wow. Okay, upcoming Milwaukee location lists at Brooks Shaden as the CEO and manager alongside Shannon McNeil with local attorney. Oh, okay. Oh, we got a local here. Okay, local attorney Brian Randall and as an agent, and Jason Cooney will oversee dairy operations as the regional operating partner. Okay. Of course, Tom Ryan, of course, who's the co-founder of Tom's Watch Bar. Huh. Was also a part of the team that launched the national chain Smash Burger. Okay, whatever that is. Of course, they explain more about the Mecca and where it opened like during the 2019 playoffs. So yeah, partnership between Levy and the Bucks, and not well. Should I say? I don't know, but right now, if it wasn't for Levy, I would still have a job at Bradley Center, maybe switching into part of the farm. So I may still have a job with them, but you know what? I'm happy with my new job, and plus, pay better than I was getting paid at the Bradley Center anyway, although it was a long time ago, but hey, I'm happy. Let's see. Okay, so they're going to pay $850,000 for the business. Um, is owned by affiliated of the Bucks, of course, if I said that. So, the 10-year lease for the Gear District space began August 1st. Okay, so now they gotta wait for the council to approve it. So and they want to open it mid next month. So if it gets approved, which it probably will anyway, so why not? You gotta have something going on when it comes to the Gear District. So let's see.
Some people's joints,
From Monday to Thursday,
like such
from
as
4
hips,
p.m. to
legs.
midnight.
That's why you
That's
see
Monday to
sometimes
Thursday.
as horrible as it is,
Friday through Sunday,
people having their body
11 a.m. to midnight. So this is something different. Like they always, open like in the afternoons, but it's like when it comes to like Saturday and Friday, they will open like till midnight. And like Monday through
it was a blessing to be
Sunday through Thursday, they always close early, like maybe like 7 or 8 o'clock. So why not have something like open around? It's like it would be good if you had Friday and Saturday open until like 2 a.m. Like you got a freaking Historia cookie place that's open like till 3 a.m. in the morning when people will have the munchies. So I don't know. It's just something they just gotta. I don't know. In my opinion, they just need to change the time. In my opinion. So of course, this are the original pictures that y'all seen on the pre-recorded episode. Showing how the pictures look at the Mega Sports Bar and Grill. So it may not be that much of a change. Only thing they probably would do, they probably would like somehow, put more TVs in or maybe try to make more space in there. So who knows? Who knows what they're going to do with the inside? We do not know. But anyways, it'll be interesting to see. And I still got to do, downtown, updates and stuff like that. And don't have opportunity couldn't have the opportunity to do that, but I think I'm going to do it on Saturday since I'm going to try to, get my Monday Night Raw tickets, thanks to my stepson. So hopefully we can get that out of the way on Saturday. So, we'll see. Hopefully I will do that. If not, I'm definitely am going to do it. Let's see. Probably, or hopefully this Saturday for sure, I will do, the whole thing. It's probably going to end up being after work, so yeah, I'm just going to go straight down there and just, take pictures and stuff like that and, go from there. So, enough about that, and like I said, this probably ain't going to be that long of a show, so kind of glad, nothing, Bucks related to talk about today. I did release a video earlier today about, the highlights of Gary Trent Jr. and the pattern I'm trying to follow is trying to do, the starting five. So we already got Miles Turner, Giannis, and Gary Trent Jr. So, the other two starters is going to be, because anybody in the point guard position can start. So it's going to be a little tricky. So, you will see. I probably will do that video. I might release it sometime tomorrow. So we'll see. Or I might do two of them, back to back. So, we'll see. At least I can put more content out there. At least, yeah. So for you guys that's watching on TikTok, most of the videos I do will be exclusively on YouTube, and like I said, I would do like more content for you guys on TikTok, also on Twitch, and also on WFSO's radio network Facebook page. So I'm just trying to do all that, and yeah. So try to look at some like comic book movies and TV news, do a little bit of updates on both Marvel and DC before we end the show. Let's see. I'm trying to go to where I was at, so I'm not trying to go all the way down, but where was I? Okay, I think I was here. Catherine Hahn, I was hoping, they'd get another Africa All Alone season 2, since it was cheap to make. So I guess the thing now is what they're gonna do from there. If y'all saw the season, it did good. It did have good views on Disney Plus and had positive, you know, positive notes from critics. So just wait and see. And plus, they didn't have to spend that much of the budget of the show total, so save them money. So why not? They said they're gonna start doing, having like shows that are a hit that's gonna have like more than just one season. Well, so for Daredevil, because it's not like a guarantee, but right now they're thinking of maybe end up doing just 2 seasons. So the one that's going to come out, March of next year, maybe in the final season. It all depends how the viewers it get, because first season of Daredevil Born Again, according to some viewers or some people, that it didn't get enough viewers as the first season of Daredevil on Netflix did, which Daredevil on Netflix did hugely for Netflix. Anyway, for people that's watching the pre-recorded, of course, a little bit of scenes of Spider-Man of the movie Brand New Day. They are shooting right now, and it's going to be out at end of July next year.
You know what I mean?
Monica Rambeau will reportedly have a big role in Avengers Doomsday. Yep, which would make sense. And of course, if you follow like everything, like with the Marvels and all some of these other, Marvel MCU, you'll know the pattern, and the pattern makes sense. So just put it that way. Tommy Maguire will appear in the beginning of Avengers Doomsday. Interesting. Be something to see. Okay, more scenes of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Okay. Oh, he's on top of the Punisher van. Nice. Of course, for you guys that's not familiar, they already did cast the original, who's in it and stuff like that. But the Punisher was added into it, and of course the Hulk is on there as well. So this could be very different, especially had the Punisher. I guess they can see what he does with maybe being on a I wouldn't say like a really calm tone, but because if it's the PG-13 movie, you're gonna get away with some things, but you can't get away with a lot that you put with rated R. That's what people they always want this movie gotta be rated R. This movie gotta be rated R. Not all the time. It depends on the story, how they shoot it. So I don't know. I don't get some people. It's like I don't know if it's like young, immature people that be asking for that, but probably is. Anyways, of course Ryan Reynolds will return in Deadpool in Avengers Doomsday. Of course we're not saying that he's gonna join the Avenger team, but like I said, it's the let's see, Guardians of the Galaxy in the Avenger team. No, they just helping them. So it's like Avengers with Guardians of the Galaxy. So with the Doomsday, it's like you got the Avengers, then you got the new Avengers, then you got X-Men team, Fantastic Four team, and Doom's team, and I think there's Loki's team too. So yeah, all that stuff you were seeing from the MCU from like phase 4 and 5. If you didn't see any of it, you gotta go see it. Everything is on Disney Plus, and plus what Avengers is. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is not part of the main story of Avengers Doomsday, so he's probably gonna be like in the end credits or something like that of Doomsday, which would make sense. Scarlet Witch would reportedly not be recast after Avengers Secret Wars. Good, because Elizabeth Olsen is good at her role with that. So yeah. She made her own. Of course, still in theaters, Fantastic Four. Show the thing with the beard. Marvel Studios reportedly has plans for Kingpin to face off against Spider-Man in the MCU. Which we talked about it the other day, just like how is that gonna work where Marvel Studios can do the Kingpin when it comes to the TV series. When it comes to the movie wise, sorry, they gotta talk to Sony. I don't know how, they got to dance around with it, but I don't know, maybe a deal that was going on a long time ago, who knows, but I hope Sony will agree on it when they get a chance to and, go from there, because that will be good to have, the Kingpin in a Spider-Man movie. Although you saw the Kingpin who was played by Michael Clark Duncan, which was, a black, guy that's playing like the Kingpin. So I don't think the race of it at the time probably didn't matter. It's just like threw me off so much, and plus, how good of an actor he is. I seriously was happy that, I think he ain't gonna disappoint, and he didn't. He was good on Kingpin when he was playing his role in Daredevil. Too bad, you didn't get the continuation of the story of the Kingpin, but what more we know. So it kind of sucks that I don't know how Sony ended up getting the movie rights and they was using the Kingpin on Fox. It's just all kind of scribbly scrappy. Just put it that way. Multiple day heroes and villains will reportedly be brought back to the MCU after Avengers Secret Wars. Oh yeah, of course, part of the story of Secret Wars, everything will be, reset, some characters will die and some of them are, well, in the movie, but some of them are going to be like recast and some of them are still going to play their same role. So we know there's a few people that's going to be saved. I think Hope's still going to be there, Mark Ruffalo, and Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor, he's still going to be there. So it's just going to be something different, like just to see like what's going to work. And can't forget about Star-Lord, because he is on Earth, so they had to have him on there somewhere. Wait a minute, okay, now they changed it to something different. So Charlie Cox, when asked if season 2 of Daredevil Born Again is the final season, okay, he said no, I do not believe so. But he was saying earlier that it may be. Okay, so Charlie Cox apologized for calling season 2 of Daredevil Born Again the final season. He also joked that he received a few calls from Marvel, which he probably did. Okay. Sometime next month, Spider-Man vs. Scorpion fight sequence will be filmed at Pinewood Studios in London. So they were, at Glasgow, which they did wrap shooting in that area, and they're gonna go somewhere else. Oh, Weapons is the #1 movie in 2 weeks in a row. Okay. Now, this is a sad thing. The Eternals will now appear in Avengers Secret Wars. Then, and I know y'all probably gonna be thinking like me when I think about this, like, then what was the point making a movie about them if you're not gonna use them in the future? I know the movie, as a case they call it, it bombed. But I like the movie, but if I had to choose what was the worst movie in the MCU, it will, had to be Eternals. Because there were parts of it, you just want to like fall asleep and stuff like that. So I think, they was kind of explaining what was going on with the story, but I don't know, what more can you do? Hugh Jackman will return as Wolverine in Avengers Doomsday. We'll see. Daphne King will reportedly return as Laura X-23 in Avengers Doomsday. It would make sense if, Deadpool Wolverine is going to be there, so why not? So, Fantastic Four First Step is on track to finish its Jericho run with 500 to 510 million worldwide. and the film does have like a $200 million budget, which it already, if that's the case, they already made the budget and also maybe doubled their budget for probably putting it out there in theaters and like putting it out there promotional wise and toys and stuff. So and plus showing it in the theaters too. So if they do reach that 500 to like 510 million worldwide, it's still a good thing because that's still they got some profit out of that. Because y'all don't understand, there are certain movies that if you make at least a certain amount, people think they go like triple it just to say that it needs to make a profit. Um, a $200 million budget and you're gonna make having like 500 million. That's more than double. And exactly 400 million would be to break even, which some other reports would say otherwise. No, it probably was like 400 million total for them to break even. So they make 500 million. They already passed 400 million, so they already make a profit. So it just depends how much profit they're gonna make. So yeah, so I'm glad with the numbers, and this probably be the only successful Marvel movie this year that they have, and it's gonna end up being the final one of the year. So crazy, right? Doctor Strange role in Avengers Doomsday was reportedly to fix the inclusion. But, after Doomsday, there will be another movie that will be out in, 2027 before Secret Wars. So, some people are not sure that it could be Doctor Strange 3 or God, what's it? Shang Lee's it could be part 2 of that one. I can't believe I forgot that guy's name. Oh god, I'm blurred. Anyways, okay, Marvel Studios are planning to make a new show about Chakra after the multiverse saga for the new phase of MCU. So I heard about her, but not sure like if she's like a mutant or anything like that, but I didn't hear about her. So, we'll see. Let's look at DC and we're gonna end it. So I guess it was like a little bit more to talk about than I expected. So I was thinking we was gonna end it right now, but I forgot. So you know me, we gotta do DC too. As y'all know, this past Friday, Superman's digital release is out. It was released and is out. From like another YouTuber, they said that that they decided they wanted to keep release Superman earlier in digital than anything because of the buzz that it's getting. Of course, it passes his budget and double what is made, and plus making profit. So it is doing good. So Superman will remain in theaters for a while. So okay, from James Gunn, good news. It's still in theaters for a while, but thanks to everyone for the compliments, much appreciated. So that's good. It's like if you don't want to if you still want to see, the movie in theaters, you still can because it's going to be still out for a while. Or you just want it on digital. But then again, there's times you can go see it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday if you're AMC or any other movie theater that do deals on Tuesday. You can actually, see the movie on Tuesday for cheap and can keep seeing it from there. So, ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh wow. Okay. Is it as of today? Yeah, as of today, Superman has earned 594 million at the global box office, which is making a profit. It is near 600 million, so it was like 450 million that had to make to break even. So it did more than that and then some. So 600 million, that's something. So I don't care what anybody says, but yeah, that's that's passable to me. That's just my opinion. Um, yeah, Terrence Stamps who's played General Zod and Superman. I think it was just only Superman too. So, but yeah, he passed today. So rest in peace to him. And I had to tell our roommate because he's a big Superman fan. I sent him the information on that this afternoon. Just kind of found out while I was at work, and yeah. Let's see. Of course, he said he's writing this totally. James Gunn is writing well, I guess you can call it a sequel, but it's going to be something else. But it is going to involve with Superman and I think Supergirl as well. So I guess at the moment, just waiting to see on that. Okay, 5 highest grossing DC films at the domestic box office, which means here in the States, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. Oh, Batman Beginnings is now up there. That's something. Then you got Wonder Woman, the first one, the Batman. Then you got, of course, Superman that's currently out now. So, cool. So it seems like they make their money out of, Batman and all that stuff. So it's just crazy. Wait. DC Studios' Superman sequel will reportedly begin filming in early 2026, targeting a July 2027 release. Wow. The Superman saga would include the Super Family. So, with Superman, Supergirl, Crypto, and whoever else they're going to add on there. Who knows? I guess we'll know more next year when we see Supergirl next year. So, we will see. Oh, for your birthday to Kristen Manoni, who was on there as Penguin. Oh, okay, these are yesterday's. Peacemaker Season 2 is now the highest rated TV show of 2025. Debuting served by Fresh with a perfect 100%. Okay. Yeah, some people's votes may change. And, yep, let's see. You have 95% for Rotten Tomatoes from Creature Commandos, which kicked off the DCU this past December. Then you have Superman, 83%, and right now you have Peacemaker Season 2 as 100%. So they said Peacemaker 2 is going to explain, how, Peacemaker Season 1 is canon. And I guess it's got something to add with, the multiverse, which, you understand. So, yeah. It will explain a lot. So, cool. Okay, Supergirl and Crypto and James Gunn's Superman. What crazy you'll probably see the clip of Peacemaker. Damn. Yep. James Gunn, Superman beats Aquaman, and is that the first Joker or the second Joker? They saying becomes the 5th highest grossing DC film of all time domestically. Because Aquaman, did Aquaman made $1 billion? So how did they not that? And only Superman only made nearly 600 million worldwide. I don't get that. But then again, with the Joker, it was like a cheap budget, so it did, it did make money. Number 1 on Apple TV for Superman. Of course, on digital and stuff like that. Yes. Wait, today's the 17th. So yeah, happy birthday to my sister. She probably ain't watching, but if she is, happy birthday to her. I did wish her happy birthday earlier, so yeah. Okay. Kristen Manoli will be back as Sophia Falcone in Batman 2. It may have a different name, but who knows? Yeah, there's okay. There's really, really much to talk about, just like Superman Peacemaker. So not much to talk about. So we're gonna end it from here, and it's almost 11 p.m. my time, and probably almost midnight if you're watching the East Coast. So maybe almost 9 p.m. on the West Coast. So I'm gonna end it from here, and let me move the screen back. So thank you guys for watching on TikTok, and I appreciate a lot of the likes. So more than what we did for when we start doing WFSO Aftermath live on TikTok since June, July or something like that. Between June and July, it was one of the two we started doing doing this. So I appreciate you guys, and thanks for the likes. It was halfway past, halfway to 1,000 likes. It would have been cool when we got there, but maybe next time. If you guys on YouTube, you know what to do. Like today's video, give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel. Like I explained, we trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. We will start doing giveaways. When we get closer to 1,000, we will explain our first giveaway or prize package, whatever the case may be. We don't know yet. Because we are very close to 600 subscribers, so maybe by the end of the week we'll get to 600 subscribers. So we're hoping. Also, check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. You have videos like this. Whereas at YouTube, we have over 2,800 videos and 2,900 videos and counting. And one of the longest running YouTube channels on YouTube. Being on this for like 16 years. It's always great and always fun. So it's fun for me, and I love doing it. So it's mainly like my passion. And I think, my passion on talk about, this stuff, Buck stuff, the developments that's going on in my city here in Milwaukee, and also wrestling content. So that's all my passions, and I love doing it. So I don't think, the passion of that will never end for me until probably the day I die. But anyways, also for the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com, upcoming events with the Midwest Wrestling, also meet and greets. We also are a sponsor of Slam and Championship Wrestling, which it does have a page on our website. You can look at the update stuff that's going on for the upcoming show that they're going to have this fall. So you get a chance, check that page out on wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Thank our sponsors, Mike and Rob Thompson. Also thank to Midway Wrestling Collectibles and Great Scott Sports Cars for their sponsorship. And if you're trying to look for wrestling merch that you want, because everything must go when it comes to Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. Because everything must go, and they're trying to sell everything that they got, like t-shirts, autographs, and figures, and all that good stuff. So go check them out. And they also on Great Scott Sports Cards.weebly.com and look for Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, and you will see all the items that they have for sale on there. And plus, it's on the Wrestling Fan Speak Out website as well, so under the sponsors. So go ahead and look for them. Maybe there's some things you may be interested in having. Probably a few autographs that I'm interested in. Also, we are also a proud sponsor of Maddie's Mary. If you're dealing with a baby or infant loss or pregnancy loss as well, Maddie's Mary will be able to help you or find the resources that will to help you. So if you want to support the cause and help Maddie's Mary do their job with trying to send supplies to hospitals, not just in the city but all around the world. So check out maddiesmary.org, and you can look on there and how you can help. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for watching. Man up, woman up, face up. Check on your mental health. Until the next video, you guys have a good one, and see you later. Goodbye, everybody. Okay, can't end it from here. So long. And if you guys